Y'all know what that means, like someone on the spectrum, basically. Um, and I really identified with it because it's something that I've been like working through very heavily recently, and I kind of talked to y'all about it like an episode or two ago with like whatever, but I wasn't entirely specific. Um, so I'm gonna play the video and then I'm gonna tell y'all my thoughts. Hold on, let me switch my screens so y'all can see. Yeah, it's the right one. Okay.
Heartbreak is hard for anyone to go through. Heartbreak is hard for anyone to go through. Like, heartbreak is one of the worst things. But heartbreak, as a neurodivergent person, genuinely feels like you're being punished. It feels like somebody just reached inside your brain, took out every single happy memory you've ever had in your life, threw it away, and then said, you can't have any more. You have to deal with the emotional dysregulation, the rejection sensitivity dysphoria, the object permanence. And that's because when you love someone as a neurodivergent person, when anyone loves anyone, right, it is one of the strongest, I would say it's the strongest feeling in the world, love, right? But for a neurodivergent person, all of your feelings and all of your emotions are heightened. So when you love someone as a neurodivergent person, you really immerse yourself in that love. And it's like love, but times 300 billion thousand. So when it gets taken away from you, oh my gosh, it leaves you feeling so empty. It leaves you feeling like you've never loved anything in your life and there was no happiness and there's no sun, there's no rainbows, there's no anything. But I feel like this is very much a double-sided coin because there's also some people, I know particularly with ADHD, who once you're out of their sight, they will never think about you again. Like, I have seen people break up with people and genuinely never ever think of them again and not miss them at all because they're not in their line of vision anymore. And I do think with ADHD particularly, that happens a lot, that they just don't miss people. Unfortunately, with me, that is the case, but not with love, just with everything else. Heartbreak.
Okay. So, hold on, let me change my. So, as someone with ADHD, I that is my life. Let me get y'all to understand. That is my life. Like I love so intensely that it consumes me. And I was thinking about this recently because I think that it's a good thing and a bad thing. I think that when I find my person, it'll be a really, really good thing. I think loving someone who's not your person, I think loving someone who's not my person is that's when it can be really, really bad. Um and it's something that's so fucking annoying, but it's so annoying to deal with, but it's also like really romantic. Because I am truly like such a deep lover and I'm so like I'm gonna show it and I'm gonna express it. I'm not a person that you're gonna have to question, oh, does she like me? Is she into me? Like, no, like you're gonna know. Um, this your first time hearing about neurodivergent. Yeah, I talk about it quite often on the show. Because I think I never really felt comfortable talking about it really until this year. And I feel like it's important for me to talk about online because we have a lot of like unique experiences. And so to hear her say literally what I've been dealing with for the last couple weeks, like putting it into words, I was just like, whoa, that is me. And I've seen a couple videos like that too, talking about people with ADHD, specifically how they are in romantic situations. And so I kind of feel like I don't know. I don't want to say that I think that it stops me a little bit from wanting to date and stuff like that because I don't I won't do that. But I will say that I don't know. Like I said, I feel like it could be a good or a bad thing. And I'm down to just experience people and just wherever my emotions take me is where they take me. I have very good control over my emotions, so I don't, even if I'm really, really sad or really, really frustrated, I don't, I'm never gonna act out or anything. But I just feel like when I do love someone or when I really am into someone, I am very, very, very into them. Like it, I don't want to say that it feels like an obsession. It feels like a hyperfixation, and it's I literally have to sit with myself and think, okay, do you really like this person? Do you really love this person? And like I have to break down my emotions to really make sure that like, I have to verify. Like I have to verify these are like accurate feelings and not just like a hyperfixation or like this is just a person that I'm attracted to and they're attracted to me and it's whatever. Um so yeah, it's very suffocating. It's very suffocating, it's extremely depressing, and it's a lot to deal with, I'm not gonna lie, and I'm sure probably people who aren't even on the spectrum might deal with this in some capacity as well, like, just people who I'm just a love at my core, I'm a lover girl to my core, so I can be very intense with my feelings, so I think moving forward with dating, I am trying to Imma try to keep shit P as much as possible, even though I feel like that's impossible for me. Like, I'm just not I just I can't it's hard for me to hide my feelings and try to act so, like, stern and playa and like, "Oh, I don't really give a fuck." Like, I just can't do that. So, it's like everything extreme living with ADHD. Um, everything, no. Everything, no. I would say love specifically, like romance specifically is yes. A lot of things aren't extreme. Like there are things that I actually don't think are a big deal at all that neurotypical people, which are people who aren't on the spectrum, which neurotypical people will think that is a big deal. Like I've definitely had issues with people who just like we literally just don't see eye to eye. You think this situation is so big and I because I think so literally, I think very literal. Some neurotypical people do not. Neurotypical people, they oftentimes kind of like talk around things and they don't actually say what they mean. They want you to do mental gymnastics to like do some to decode some shit. I don't have I'm not doing that. I take things at face value. So that definitely can cause some conflict, but in that way, I'm not viewing it extreme. I'm like taking things literal for what it is, and I don't think it's as serious as other people. Um, overthinking, yeah. Yeah. Definitely, and my anxiety be through the roof too, overthinking a lot. For sure. I'm a very just deep thinker overall. Like, yeah, I overthink, but I am a deep thinker. I like to process my emotions and like get down to the nitty gritty. Like, I'm just a very deep thinker. I like to like weigh all perspectives and like possibilities. Like, my mind just be going, yeah, it's just like that. Okay, sense. Makes sense. Love is powerful. Yes, it is. I respect people that sit in their thoughts, open mindedness. Yes, same. Because some people don't do that. Some people are very like, how do I say the word right? I don't want to say reactionary. I don't know if that's the right way to say it, but they react a lot um to things instead of like processing and then responding. Um and so I'm learning that that's the best way for me to communicate with people, especially with conflict. Like, if you want me to say something right then and there, you may not like me because I might say something crazy. And yeah, I might say something out of pure emotion. So I definitely like to sit, process my thoughts and feelings because